Right, hopefully we are streaming. Let me check on the old iPad. Right, looks like we are on. Let me just check the levels are all okay. Have we got anything coming through the mic? That's the question. Looks like we are on. Let me just check the levels are all okay. Yeah, we are good. We are good to go. Right, pause that so we're not getting iPad through the speaker and myself through the speaker. It's too much gym. No one needs that much gym in their life. Right, let's grab headphones. There we go. Right. What I'll do, I will mute issues. I should be able to spot them. Right. Hello. Welcome back to the Retro Asylum for a Sunday night hangout. Just thought nothing really on tonight, so I thought why not play a few games, go for a few pickups. The plan is to play a little bit of Wonder Boy, which is the current high score game, so I'll do one run on that. We'll see how it goes. And then we're going to play O on the Spectrum next. There's a 5-level demo of that ahead of its release in a couple of weeks. And then we're going to play Raising Core, which is the 1-level alpha demo of a new Master System vertical shooter. That popped up onto my feed on... what day was it? It was one day this week. Yeah, that popped into my feed one day this week. So I've not played it yet. We'll check that out, see if it's any good. And then we'll finish off with Eartheon. Obviously that's the new game that's just come out on Steam. The horizontal shooter with the music from Yuzo Koshiro. Obviously made the music for one of my favourite games. No Sonic on this one though. No Sonic on this stream. If anyone wants to drop into the chat, I've got a little chat bar up open so I can see if anyone's dropping in saying hello. Right, quick slurp of beer and we'll get on with it. Hope you're having a good weekend. Sunday night, I hope you've had a good weekend, whatever it is you've been up to. Formula 1 was on today. The football season made a comeback yesterday for Leagues 1 and 2 over in the UK, obviously. Myself, I went over to Newport, glamorous Newport, yesterday to watch Notts County play. We got a 1-1 draw. So, yeah, steady start to the season. But yeah, we're going to go through a few pickups along the way as well. Just a couple of bits that I've picked up fairly recently, just to sort of break it up in between sort of playing the games. Well, it's not a recent pickup this actually, but I was up in the attic earlier putting some stuff away, and obviously we're playing Wonder Boy. Let me just turn down the volume on that a smidge whilst I'm rabbiting on. There we go. Right, yeah. So I was up in the attic earlier on, and I've got a box full of old Spectrum cassettes. And obviously we're playing Wonder Boy for the high score challenge at the moment, and this one just popped out. Here it is. It's Wonder Boy on the Specky. So this is my original cassette. from back in the day. I remember getting this as a kid from the shop in the Broadmarsh Centre. I don't remember the name of the shop. It got closed down years and years ago. The Broadmarsh Centre's not even there anymore in Nottingham. I did ask Donny this, actually, Heavy Metal Don, when we met up once at one of the, I think it might have been Arcade Club, and he remembered the store and did tell me the store name, and I've since obviously forgotten it again, but it did make me chuckle. I don't know if anyone else used to do this in their games. I was a nightmare for it. I've got loads of cassettes upstairs in the attic, all with like just terrible little artwork, little bits like that, just doodled. I just doodled in the manual. Yeah, things you do, while you're waiting for your game to load. But that definitely doesn't look like that on the Spectrum, that's for sure. What we got there? There's definitely a C64 image there. Probably an Amstrad as well, I reckon. But yeah, that just made me chuckle. There we go. Right, let's dive into the Game Gear version then. Obviously, this is the Game Gear version that we're playing, Wonder Boy, that we're playing for the high score challenge at the moment. All the games that we're playing tonight are going to be played via the Mister. So the Next core on the Mister, the Game Gear core on here, the Master System core and the Mega Drive core. Might be a little bit of a delay in between, like obviously I've got to swap over controllers for like the snack adapters and stuff like that, but other than that we'll just be sort of cracking on really. I'm playing this, I had a little tinker earlier on, and on the Master System controller, which I know people don't like, I've got a lot of nostalgia for it, I like it, but yeah, you can play the Game Gear version we're using the Master System controller as long as you've got the snack adapter. So I'm guessing if I hit there, yeah, that has showed up. Into your input, and what I'll do, I'll just make my camera a little bit smaller. There we go. So you can just go into your Mister settings and change it over for your snack adapter, and obviously, yeah, it works. Right, let's crank up the volume again. There we go, just those. Right, one run. Doesn't matter where I die. Why isn't this working? I've left it running for a little while, so maybe I just need to... snack is on. Back. Not... How weird. I tested that earlier and it was working. Now it isn't. Maybe I need to just do a quick reset. There we go, right, let's see. Maybe it's just been running for too long, who knows. I bet I know what it is. Obviously there's no start button on the Master System controller. The Game Gear has a start button. So what we'll do, I've got the old trusty Neo Geo on standby. Hit start on that. And we should be away, I reckon. Yeah, there we go. Left and right. Jump. Yeah, we're good. So yeah, obviously, so the Game Gear version, I remember my cousin having a Game Gear as a kid. I played the Master System version a hell of a lot. I've still got the cartridge actually up in the attic. I definitely played the Master System more than I did the arcade version. For me, it was a Master System game over more than an arcade game, just because we didn't really have an arcade nearby where I lived or anything like that. Oh dear. One thing you will see, obviously, it's a Game Gear game, but it's obviously blown up. So I've been playing this on the Analog Pocket actually, and you can where the timer ticks down. That seems a hell of a lot lower than it is on the Pocket. But obviously running on 60, I'm gonna hit that now, 60 as well on the Game Gear. Which is really weird when you put it back into power mode. It seems so slow. A little bit framey, same as the Master System. You'll get a little bit of that flickering. There we go, that's level 1 done. You can obviously see a little bit of glitching at the top of the screen there as well, obviously just where it's expanded. So so obviously this is picking up a recording through the capture card through to the PC. Ooh. Yeah, this is going via the PC is the feed that you're seeing. Oh, I missed it, damn it. And then I'm gonna miss that. And then I'm playing on the CRT, which is just next to me. There we go. Right, got rid of that skateboard. A little bit later than I should have took it in really. Yeah, you can see the graphical glitches at the bottom of the screen. Right, here we go. Run through all those. Dodgy looking trees. Now, is it this one? Yeah, so this is the one, this is the only one in the level where it runs from top down to bottom. The rest stay on the screen and run from bottom to top. There we go. That's that level done. No real issues with this until I think it's like the third act in stage 2. There's a cave level and it can be quite difficult to pick out some of the platforms. There we go, right. So hit them straight away. It's definitely a lot more, oh no. Definitely a lot more generous with the, with the time on the Game Gear version, obviously, compared to the arcade version. Obviously the arcade version needs you to keep feeding them credits in. I think my top score was 96 that I put up this morning, and that was level 2, act 4. But I'm going to blame the fact that I'm talking as well, so that's going to impact my performance. Oh no, I've done exactly the same. Dear, oh dear. It is quite generous with the lives, so it's not a case of you lose a life, restart your run. It is quite generous with them. I shouldn't be losing them this early though. Normally it's the third act in level 2. I've done it again. Right, concentrate now. I said one run. I I said one run, didn't I? Oh, what a nightmare. That was a terrible, terrible run. Should we go for one more? Let's go for one more and then we'll throw in a few pickups. Just a couple of pickups. I can't believe how bad that was. Oh dear, dear. Too busy chatting. But I think the next game is obviously a demo. One of the games is a one level demo, so I can't imagine there's going to be too much to see in that. Hi Morpin, you alright mate? John V, how you doing mate? I've got to redeem myself after that shocking performance. I'm not sure actually. I should have a look. If you get more points now, because if you collect the handbag, it takes you past all this. So I'm guessing you get a few extra 100 points by not picking up the handbag and going back in. Or maybe that cancels out the hearts, I don't know. But there's like a ton of secrets in this game. Concentration face is on now. Gotta redeem myself. There we go. Right, that's that done. Yeah, hope you had a good weekend, lads. I got O coming up later on, John. I don't know if you've played much of that. I played a little bit of the demo, but I've got the main game pre-ordered. I believe it's coming out in a couple of weeks. The 15th of August rings a bell. Oh, I missed it again. Oy, oy, oy. There we go. But yeah, I definitely like what I've seen of though. Played at Crash Live last year. When was that? Was that November, was it? I need to lose this skateboard is what I need to do. Ooh. I should be alright. I wonder if you get a skateboard bonus. I don't know if I've ever actually finished that level with a skateboard. Yeah, so yeah, I like the demo, what I've played so far though. I think it looks good. Definitely worth it. It's like 20 quid, 25 quid I think for the physical version. So yeah, definitely worth it from what I've played so far anyway. Right, let's get rid of that skateboard. I was hoping to get to Crash Live actually this year, but events have conspired against me. It's the same weekend that I have to go to Germany for work. There we go. Flying now. Oh no, missed it. That's so weird, like my actual play screen must be tiny. I don't like that. The little blue enemies against the blue background feels a bit cheap. But there's definitely some cheap deaths. I think when it came out on the Switch a few years ago now, I continued my way through it, and my word, some of the later stages, there's some really cheap deaths in there. How you doing, Mark? You alright, mate? What's up? My Wonder Boy skills at the moment, although I'm sort of doing a bit better here. I need to lose this skateboard. I'm pretty sure there's like a little milk thing that pops up. Oh, there it is. Oh no. So I'm pretty sure if you pick that and then it causes the little Sega logo to drop. There it is. Oh, I've missed it again. Right, let's get rid of that skateboard. It's causing me aggro. Boom. Is this the boss? I think this is the boss. Oh, not seen that before. Yeah, I remember I was showing the Specky cassette earlier on. Well, I remember this game back then. You had to load each level. There we go. Yeah, I've played a little bit of the Game Boy version of Adventure Island. I think I could release on the 3DS back in the day. So is that your museum, John? Sorry, Mark. Your museum, is that where you do your event, where you take stuff to? With your mate in there, I believe. I remember a few years ago they had a Comic Con at my local leisure centre. They've never done it since. But I just dropped them a message and asked them if they wanted me to take a few bits along, and I ended up going with a table. I took the Spectrum with a Div MMC and put Manic Miner on. What else did I take? This PS2. I think I took a SNES Mini, the Mega Drive Mini. The Spectrum got put away after about half an hour. Nobody wanted to. Well, no one would play. Well, I know it was longer than half an hour. But no one wanted to play it. Nobody wanted to play it. All they wanted to play was Streets of Rage, Street Fighter on the SNES, and Time Crisis on the PS2. Oh no! Morphin says you can't give people choice, you've got to force them to play on the 8-bit systems. Yeah, I think you're probably right there. No one else is, yeah, that's probably the only way anyone's going to play on them, isn't it? Unless you've got nostalgia for those systems anyway. Yeah, Dave Strikes 3 came down and helped me out with that. So yeah, shout out to Dave. But yeah, I know what you mean, mate, about it being stressful putting on events like that. And that was just, I was just doing one little table. I would do something like that again. I've got plenty of stuff that's just sat in the attic now, not really doing anything. Like I say, most of my stuff now, I play it through the Mister. It gets a little bit ropey, a bit framey when the screen starts going diagonal. I know that. Blimey. Oh no! Oh, no axe now either. Oh, there we go, right. I've done it again. No, dodged it that time. Those blue enemies on a blue background. Awful. Yeah, I'm not sure what the milk gives you. I'll have to... I've got the instructions for the Master System version upstairs. I should have a look. Right, tricky little bit coming up. No, must be on the next level. Ringus, if I've pronounced that right, apologies if I've not. So, is this the Master System version? No, this is the Game Gear version. So we're playing the Game Gear version for the for this month's High Score Challenge. Basically, I wanted something that was... I wanted a port, a handheld game, so I put up this on the Game Gear, Balloon Kid on the Game Boy. The plan was, I'm going to die here, yeah. The plan was to play the never-ending part of that game. There's one mode where you play set levels, and then there's another one where it's like just an infinite runner. So that was the plan for that. And then, so the original plan was going to be to have Paperboy on the links. This is what I mean, it's really hard to see that platform against the background. Yeah, so the original plan was to have Paperboy for the links, and then I realised the other two are sort of platformer games. Oh, hello. I've not seen this before. Looks like a little bikini top there. I don't know if they're supposed to be sunglasses or a little bikini top. Completely distracted me there. Where was I? Oh yeah. So then I realised that yeah, the other two were platformer games. So I thought, well, I'll save Paperboy for another time, and I'll dig out another platformer, and then the obvious one for the links that you can obviously score on it. It's an arcade port. Was Pac-Land, and that just bombed on the votes. I think it got like 3 votes, but I was always under the impression that Pac-Land on the links was a decent little port. But I suppose when it's up against something like this, then, and Balloon Kid, that done alright. I think there was like 3 or 4 votes between this and Balloon Kid in the end. Oh. Two lives left. I was hoping that little bonus land was going to put me past all this. There we go. Oh, come on. I don't think there's much difference between this and the Master System version, to be fair. Just obviously the smaller playfield. Oh, that was close. No. There we go, right. I think if I get the next level, that should put me over 100,000. And apparently, for anyone that tries to complete the game, you need to get every single doll in the game to get the proper ending. Yeah, good luck with that, because I think from this level it starts hiding the dolls. So I know where it is on this one. There's a little stretch of these little stone things. Maybe it's that one? Nope. There's a little stretch of those little stone things, and one of them, when you stumble on it, turns into the doll. Gotta be careful with that. They start running in through the back of the screen now. I'm pretty sure. No. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is a boss level. Oh, that's it. That is it for Wonder Boy. Where are we? There we go. Ah, what a shame. Right, let's knock that down a smidge. There we go. Well, I thought I was doing all right there. Just stupid lives, lost stupid lives. Where'd you get Street? Danny Roebuck, how you doing, mate? You all right? Where did you get that Street Fighter picture above the Astro City Street Fighter picture? Oh, I'm guessing you're referring to the Pixel. What's it called? Pixu or something like that, I think it was called. So there was, when was it? It was last year. I think everyone on the podcast went through a phase of picking up these Pixel panels, just on Amazon. I think they were doing a sale at the time. So yeah, if you want one, keep an eye on Amazon. They come as they are. Then you don't need to install any software or anything like that. There's a little app that you can design your own patterns and stuff on using the app, or there's like a, let me just make that a little bit bigger. Yeah, there's a little app, and you can use that. You can basically just choose loads of designs that content creators have put up. And there's all sorts little. There's loads, hundreds. I think that loops. I'm not sure how long the loop is. It must be about sort of 10 minutes or something like that. I've not updated it recently, so there's probably loads more that you can have. But yeah, I think that was the 64 pixel version, and I'm going off the top of my head now because it was a while ago. But I think I paid about like 30 quid for it, 40 quid, something like that. I know Chris O'Regan I think he got like a 16 or an 8 pixel panel. So that gave you more. What was it called? The little sort of make believe console. It gave you images that were sort of akin to what you'd get on that. But yeah, definitely worth keeping an eye out on Amazon if you want one of those. I suppose what we'll do, I'll jump. So we met up with Chris, Mads, and Andy up at co-host from the Playthrough podcast as well. And when we went up to Scotland to meet up with them a couple of weeks ago now, gosh, flown by. And let me just turn that down a little bit. I've got it absolutely screaming in my ear. Right, let me get rid of that a minute. Yeah, we went up to Scotland, and we went over to for Forgotten Worlds, I think it's called. Oh man, loads of YouTubers have been over there on. So like, if you just search it up on YouTube, there's tons of like little walk rounds and stuff like that. Pico 8, that's the one. Thank you, Aringus. Thank you. Yeah, memory of a sieve. Yeah, so we went over to Forgotten Worlds. Incredible store, loads and loads of import stuff. You go in, the little arcade at the back as well, which I didn't know. I was absolutely bursting for a week when we got there. So first thing I did as soon as we got there, and the owner was chatting to someone on the till, so I was stood around sort of like a little kid running, like jogging on the spot. They got, but yeah, I can vouch. They've got a toilet you can use in there as well. So pelted it to the back of the store, made a beeline for the toilets. Yeah, amazing store. They got loads. So you go down the left-hand side of the store, they got consoles, boxed consoles, unboxed consoles, arcade sticks, you name it, they've got it. It's amazing place. Price-wise, it was all right as well. Nothing too crazy. I picked up, obviously, a Sonic game because you got it, haven't you? I played a couple of years ago. I played through Sonic Advance 2, on the GBA, and then in a little bargain bin. So this was just loads. It was rammed with Game Boy cartridges, links. There was some the little cue cards for like the PC Engine, Game Boy, all unboxed. Loads of little cartridges, and I'm struggling to get this open. There we go. So yeah, boxed, you know, the little plastic box. I paid about £5 for that. Sonic Advance 2 on the GBA. Never played it. Played through 2. That's Sonic Advance 3. Played through 2. Didn't think it was very good, but you know, it's a Sonic game in it, so you got to play it. And then the other thing that I picked up. So I've been starting to pick up. So I noticed recently, and this is an ongoing thing, is it's going to be more and more of a thing with digital games, that the couple of cave games that I picked up on the Switch eShop, I tell you, and I noticed it when I bought the Switch 2 and I started migrating stuff over, and there was a couple of games that Mushi Himisama, so they're both cave games, and Dodon Patch, and they're not up on the Switch eShop anymore. And then I did a little bit of reading online, and yeah, it turns out just December, the company that not was it the developer? I can't remember who it was now. But yeah, the team that had the license was obviously on a timed license. It had expired, and yeah, they pulled it from the Switch eShop. So I'm on the lookout now for those. You can get those pretty cheap. I think PlayAsia have them pretty cheap. They've been on like limited run as well, so you can pick up those for like £30 on eBay pretty regularly. But yeah, so what I've started looking at now is picking up some of these like arcade games for the Switch that seem to be getting pulled. I know there was some what was it called? It was like John's Arcade or Steve's Arcade or something like that. And there was a game that got picked for the 10p arcade fairly recently called Nitro Ball. It's a hell of a game. Johnny Turbo's arcade it was. And yeah, and it got pulled. So all the Johnny Turbo stuff got pulled. So there was no way then to download the game on Switch. And fortunately I was able to chuck it on the cab behind me, but it's an amazing game, and it's just such a shame really that stuff like that isn't available, or is available and then it gets pulled. It's almost worse than it never being available, you know. So yeah, I picked up the Sikio Collection 3. I've got 2 already. I'm looking out for 1, but this has got a couple of games that sort of, they don't run too great on the cab. But it's Gun Barrage, which is a really weird vertical shooter, but you control a paddle, like Breakout or Arkanoid. You control a little paddle along the bottom, but it's done in like a vertical shooter. It's tough to explain, but definitely it's a good little game. Strikers 1945 3, which is obviously Strikers, isn't it? Cannon, which it's a weird little game, that one, and Zero Gunner 2. I've not actually fired Zero Gunner 2 up yet, but yeah, Cannon's all right. But Gun Barrage, that was the main one for me. And again, I think I paid about 40 quid for that. So it's about what you pay on. That's for the. It's not the Japanese version. I think they call it the Asian version. So if you get like the Japanese version, they come in Japanese. But if you get the Asian version, it's got like English text in it. So yeah. And again, on Play Asia, they're about 40 to 50 quid most of the time, these. And so I didn't have to pay postage. So yeah, it's a bit of a no-brainer, really. So that was that. What else? I think that was it. That was all I got from it. In terms of what have I been playing outside of the high score stuff, Expedition 33 for the playthrough podcast. Absolutely loving that game, man. Oh, such a good game. The story's amazing. It's got me absolutely hooked. So yeah, it was like, do I stream tonight or do I play Expedition 33? But I was like, oh God, I'll go and do a stream. I think I'm coming towards the end of Act 2, which is our next staging point. So yeah, awesome game. Love the story. Love where it's going. Really, and it's an RPG, and I don't generally play RPGs, but yeah, I'm well into that. And then Bonanza on the Switch too. Been playing that. I'm about 800 levels down. Absolutely loving that. So when I've been playing Expedition 33, I've been playing a bit of Donkey Kong Bonanza. So yeah, good stuff. Absolutely loving that. I've seen this got a few like mixed reviews, really. Some people love it. Some people have said it's a bit boring. I love a collectathon, so like all the Banjo-Kazooie games on N64. Yeah, that's proper my jam, stuff like that. So yeah, ticks the boxes for me anyway. Right, I'll leave the rest for now. Let's play another game. I'll stick these in. That's enough Wonder Boy whistling in my ears. Right, what did I say we're going to play next? We're going to play, what we got? We got O or Raising Core. I tell you what, I've got the Master System controller plugged in. So, so John Veal says, no spoilers, just started Act 2. Morpin's been playing Expedition 33 most of the weekend. Yeah, I mean, awesome. Well, let me know what you think, guys. I love it. I think it's great. Yeah, I've got the Master System controller plugged in, so let's play Raising Core, and then we'll get stuck into a bit of Spectrum next. So, I'm hoping... how am I going to do this? If I reboot, are we going to lose the screen? Let's find out. Console. No video. Oh, is it going to come back? I'm hoping it's going to come back. SMS. So I'm still looking for load SMS. And it's called Raising Core. Yeah, there we are. We're back. And it's not in there. Brilliant. Where did I put it? I reckon I put it in. Nope. Raising Core. I'm wondering if I've not put it on. Right. SMS. Is it in this one? Raising Core. There we go. Doubted myself. Right. First time playing this one. Absolutely no idea what to expect. It's a 1-level demo. If anybody wants to play it, then it's on itch.io as well. It's done by someone called Bad Computer. And I think I'm going to have to disable the BIOS and then reload it. There we go. For some reason, and maybe if there's anyone out there that knows, you have to disable the BIOS. So there was another game that came out recently on the Master System. Couldn't get it to run. The guys over on New Game Old Flame covered it as well. And the only way I could get it to run was to disable the BIOS. So, yeah, not sure why. Right, let's shrink that down there. Yeah, I don't know if maybe it's the BIOS is looking for, it looks for something in the BIOS. So turn the volume up on that a little bit. There we go. Danny Robo says, what 64 controller do you use for the Mister? Is the Nintendo Switch Online one? Oh yeah, you can. Oh, I don't. So I just use a normal N64 controller. So down here I've got some Kallax boxes just full with all my controllers. So yeah, just a standard N64 controller, and then what I picked up, probably from Mr. Add-ons, I can't remember now, I've had it a little while. Let's drop that down there. Is that going to pop up on there? There we are. So yeah, the little snack adapter, and it's awesome because you can put 4 N64 controllers in. Amazing. So you've got, yeah, you can do 4-player, and the N64 core is, I think it's great from what, well, it's always played whatever I've thrown at it anyway, so yeah, no complaints there. Right, Raising Core. Absolutely no idea what to expect. Let's leave everything default. P-speed, rapid shot, core, burst charge, destroy enemies to charge. Okay, so button 1 is rapid shot. 1 and 2 together is sort of super weapon, which you charge by shooting enemies, I'm guessing, right? I love that. Right, so if you hold the button, oh dear, it's a little bit, slows down a little bit. Oh, right. I like that soundtrack though, that's proper. Whoop. That's proper Master System. Oh my word, it's like sending me Buzz-eyed looking at this. Ship absolutely motors around the screen. Now there was a little speed slider, weren't there? So maybe I'd slow that down. Reminds me a little bit of reminds me a little bit of Star Force. Oh, nice. So that's my super weapon. Oh dear, it's struggling. Oh, is that game over? 1 life left. Let's see if I see the end of level 1. Probably not. I think for a little alpha demo, that's not too bad. Yeah, let's have another game. Mr. O'Regan, how we doing, mate? You alright? Says, I do like the snack adapters, never got one for the Mister though. Kit says, nice looking game this. What one is it? So it's Raising Core. So it's just an alpha demo off itch.io. Do a search for either Raising Core or Bad Computer, I guess, and it should pop up. What I always do, I won't unplug it. I've got a little extension lead, so I leave that connected to the Mister. And then all you have to do then is just plug in the little into the lead rather than into the actual Mister itself. I just leave that down like hanging, and it just works, man. Yeah, I love it. Right, let's have one more blast. P speed. God, I'm on the slowest speed already. My word, I'm not sure I'd want it any quicker. I was sending me boz-eyed as it was. I'm my old 43 now. My eyes couldn't keep up with that. Chris says, "Did you stream Eartheon already?" No, mate, not yet. I'm gonna finish on Eartheon. So I was gonna play O next. Well, before this, but I've got the Master System controller already hooked up, so I thought I'll just play Raising Core, and then I'll do O, and then I'll do Eartheon. Right, let's start. Let's have one more go at this. See if we can get to the end of level 1. I should have turned the difficulty down really, but there we go. Oh, that's a meaty weapon, that. Oh no. So you shoot enemies to charge. It doesn't show where. Oh my word, I'm having a nightmare here. I can't see where it shows. I can't see where it shows my my meter charging anywhere. Right, we'll have one more go at this because that was a pretty quick death. I tell you what, let's knock that down to easy mode. Let's see if we can get a little bit of progression. I think they take just as many shots. There's definitely less bullets. I tell you what, this will be great with the little. I've got a little analog stick which I'm going to use for Eartheon later on. I should have put that in, and because this would be good fun with that little analog stick. Oh man, the thing is, the ship just seems to move around so quick. Love that little jingle. Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier, this. Oh, he says. Perfect. Perfectly timed death. There we go. What we got? One life left. Whoa. Oh, bit of slowdown there. Chugging a lot. Oh, chugging away. Was that another life? No. I like that. Definitely keep an eye on that. I'll play a bit more of that. Not tonight, but yeah, I'll play a bit more of that. Shout out to... let me turn that down a little bit. There we go. Is that still coming through? There we go. Make that a little bit bigger. Shout out to, I think it was Time Extension where I saw that actually. Yeah, the Time Extension feed. Shout out, because there's so many games and demos and stuff. You can't keep tabs on them all, can you? And yeah, I'll keep tabs on that definitely. Yeah, if anyone missed it, it's itch.io. Do a search for Bad Computer or Raising Core, and yeah, it's the alpha demo. Literally last week it was. Time Extension shared it. So yeah, nice. Yeah, I like that. It's a nice little find. Right. Shall we do a couple more pickups? What shall we do? I tell you what, it's the last Vectrex game. Let me jump up here. There we go. Right. So I picked this up. It's maybe about 6 weeks ago. Maybe about 8 weeks or something like that, but we haven't really covered any pickups or anything in any recent episodes. So let me just knock that down a little bit. Maybe I'll do like a little short video of it or something like that. But it's Outer Space. There we go. Outer Space on the Vectrex. Comes in the little box, as opposed to the big box that Vectrex games traditionally came in. But it's made by Binary Star, so Chris Binary Star, who wrote Chris Binary Star Software. All of his games, they come in these little boxes with a cartridge, obviously, and a little manual. There we are, Outer Space. So this one's got 2 games on it, Asteroid Assault and Outer Space. Outer Space is an interesting one because you control it with it auto fires, and you control it with like one button, and it's just like left or right, and then when you tap left, like tap the button, you'll change direction, but you'll also fire. So one button does it all, and it takes a little bit getting used to. You can change the controls, so you can use a joystick. I don't know why I just grabbed the Vectrex joystick. It's just off camera. So you can change the controls. I quite like the little single button mode though. And the other game, which was Asteroid Assault. So that is a port of... Oh, Chris, you're going to have to help me out. What was it called? It's on the Intellivision. Astro Smash. So obviously the asteroid's down from the top, and then you move left and right. Traditional controls are with the analog stick, but again you can change the controls over for using a digital joystick like I am. I'm using one of the VertVic sticks, so it's a digital stick, and it works just as well. Really, I'll maybe I'll do a little short this week of it or something. But yeah, it's a couple of good little games here, and again, eBay, 25 quid. There's loads of copies of them. Which was just, I thought it was worth shouting out that, to be honest, because always good to get a new Vectrex game, isn't it? I knew you'd know it, Chris. It says yes, the mighty Astro Smash. Did you ever play the? I know it got it got the Amico version got released on the Switch, I believe. I just wondered if you'd ever played that, whether that was worth trying. As with all of those, it just looked like a flash game, didn't it? But yeah. Don't tell Mario referenced an Intellivision game, it will make him mad. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. The other couple of Switch games I picked up recently, Fatal Frame. So this came out, Maiden of Dark Water. This came out on Wii U originally. Then it's been released on like Switch, obviously, PS4. So that works on a PS5. And on the Wii U, you use the gamepad as like your camera. Was it Camera Obscura? I think they called it. You take pictures of ghosts. A little horror game. But it got remade for they touched it up a little bit for the Switch. So that's going to be a little one for Halloween. Play Asia, that was for the physical version. And another one on Play Asia was the Aleste collection. Again, like I said, I'm just trying to go through and pick up some of these arcade games. Just, you never know in the future, do you, if they're going to get removed. But yeah, this was obviously 8-bit shooters, so Master System and Game Gear from what I can remember. Never played them on the Game Gear. I remember playing some on the Master System. But yeah, again, this was a Japanese version, I think. So this one is all in Japanese text, and unfortunately, the gameplay is all the menus are in Japanese. But with things like you got the Google Translate on your phone, so once you learn the menus, it's not too much of an issue, is it? I did actually play. So when we was up in Scotland, we had a little look at the St Andrews golf course. Went and had a picture on the famous bridge. I played St Andrews, the Glory of St Andrews on the N64. I fired up the Mister and played Glory of St Andrews on the N64, which it was a Japanese exclusive. And yeah, I had the Google Translate out for that, so I could work my way through the menus. I just wanted to get to the 18th hole where we stood on the bridge and had a little picture. Just, yeah, nice. Right, let's do one more. Shall we do another one? No, let's play a game. Let's play some O. Ooh, let's crack a beer actually first. There we go. There we go. Right, cheers. Chris says, no, never tried it. The Amico system was tainted. Yeah, destined to fail, perhaps. Right. How am I going to play the O? Do we go keyboard or shall I go controller? Let's go controller. I'll be playing it on that bad boy. The 8-bit do Neo Geo 8-bit do Neo Geo controller. I love it. It's an awesome little controller. But what I'll do, I'll fire up another 8-bit do. It's like shilling for 8-bit do, isn't it? With my classic keyboard. Right. I can never remember this. Is it reboot? Obviously the screen will go down again. And then we'll load up the next and we should come back. There we go. Right, we got the next boot up screen. Right, what am I doing? I've got stuff everywhere here. Right, don't need the Master System anymore. So let me disconnect that, because the next one I'm going to have, when I play Earthy on, I'm going to be using my little arcade stick for that. So that can go there. Right. John Veal says, beer, it's a school day tomorrow. It is, mate. It is a school day, but it was my birthday yesterday, wasn't it? So it's like birthday weekend beers. End of the weekend. Danny Roebuck says, can't go wrong with the 8-bit do. No, you can't, mate. No, you can't. I don't think... I'm sure there must be a bad product, but I can't think I've ever got my hands on a bad one. I'm sure there must be, but everything I've ever had from them just works, man. And I tell you what, I bought... there was a GameCube, a little adapter. Where is it? Let me have a look. Proper going off piece here. Right, let's have a look. I'm pretty sure it's in here. Let's have a look. Nope, not in there. This is the problem with having boxes full of stuff. Right. There we go. So it was this little adapter. So this was the G-Bros adapter, it was called, and basically it turns your GameCube into a wireless controller. Pretty sure it was the GameCube. Pretty sure it was, yeah, because I used to play. Was it the GameCube? I'm pretty sure I've not used it for a while now. I don't need to with the GameCube Switch online stuff. And then I had the I think it was a Mayflash USB adapter as well. But yeah, if you want a little wireless, turns it into a little wireless controller. I'm trying to find. I don't know where the actual one is. Down on I've got the box and I haven't got the adapter. There we go. Junk everywhere. What we got? Agreed. I've been playing the game on the Arcade 6 arcade card with an 8-bit dual arcade stick. Yeah, I saw that, Chris. I want one of those arcade sticks. They're amazing because they work on the PS5 as well. The arcade stick that I've got doesn't work on PS5. It works on PS4 games on the PS5, but doesn't work on the PS5. I wanted an arcade stick that you can play arcade. You can play like on PC, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation. I wanted one that did everything, and that fits the bill perfectly. It's wireless, and you can have it wired as well. Yeah, awesome bit of kit. Right. Let's get this game loaded up. I did try it earlier and it was all good. So this is the next core through the Mister, which is how I've been playing all my Specky Next stuff since it came out, and since before that it was the C-Spec emulator, and then I got the Mister. Mind you, I got the Mister pretty much the same time as. Now I'm thinking about it, I got the Mister pretty much at the same time as the Next came out. There wasn't much in it. I wasn't using that C-Spec emulator for very long. I've mostly been using the Next core on the Mister. And with a recent update, the TX game works now as well. However, I have finally relented and I've jumped in with the third Next Kickstarter. It's that keyboard, isn't it? It's that keyboard. Whenever I've got my hands on it at like one of the revivals or Crash, that keyboard for me, it elevates the experience. It just, yeah. Maybe I'll get rid of my my 128. Who knows? Maybe it'll probably just go in the attic along with everything else, more than likely. But yeah. Looking forward to that. Awesome. If anyone hasn't checked it out, actually, the interview that Dean and Chris did, definitely worth checking out with the Next guys. Really good little interview. That well done, Chris. Awesome. Right. Let's find. I'm pretty sure it was in games. Next. Demo. Yeah, so this is, let me turn up the volume a little bit. So this is coming out August the 15th, I believe. As we said earlier, this is just the 5-level demo. We'll see how it goes. I'll maybe have a couple of goes because I've not got to the end of the demo yet, that's for sure. It's a tough little game, man. Chris says, I had no idea it worked on the PS5, need to check that. Yeah, so I was doing a little bit read. There's a little rotary dial on we're talking about the 8-bit dual arcade stick. Little rotary dial change that to whatever system you want. I believe the PS5 was on there. So I was like, that ticks every box. I think it was like 120 quid or something like that on Amazon, I think. And the only issue, I've modified my arcade stick. So I've got 2 buttons on the side for when I play pinball games. So I've got like little kickers. And yeah, do I want to go drilling into a brand new arcade stick? I probably will, but yeah. Right. Oh. Do I have to hit start with the keyboard? I never know what I'm doing with these. I'll be honest, like with these next games, you're playing with a controller and the buttons get mapped weirdly. I played it on with my. Let me make myself smaller as well. There we are, hogging up the screen, Jimbo. I played it with the arcade stick, and I had to like remap stuff. And, yeah. Right, we're in. So you control O, which is this little robot down here. For anyone, I'm sure everybody's played this already, to be honest. You control the little robot O. Each of the levels are their own little, I suppose, their own little screen, but you'll collect like keys, and you'll operate levers that will activate switches and all sorts of elevators, platforms, all around the level. So they're separate screens, but they're all, I believe they're all like interconnected. To collect these little dudes. Right. Jump up here. One thing, so there's a timer. A 5-minute timer. It'd be nice if you could disable that, to be honest, because you, yeah, I mean, obviously that's the whole point of the game, to sort of push you through. Now this is a tricky little jump because that happens, and then again you just lose yourself a little bit. Sometimes you when you die, you'll be like, oh, where have I appeared? It's not always like instinctive, for me anyway. But I'm sure once you put a bit more time in, you learn the respawn points. But yeah, it'd definitely be nice to play it without the time limit. So somewhere I'll have to find an elevator that's going to kickstart this little switch that will kickstart this little elevator, and when that goes up and down, then I can get the yellow key. But for now, I'll just have to move on. These little puzzle pieces. Oh dear. I will say it's quite generous with the lives, but again, I'm only early doors. So down, that started up this little elevator down here. And did I pick up the blue key? I did. So now I can go through into here. There we go. And there's another lever. There's another lever that I think gets rid of that block. It's been a little while since I played through it. I'm pretty sure there's another lever that gets rid of that block. So again, wait for these platforms, these little... Collect that, stand on that, put the anvil on that. There we go, and then up we go. Now this is a tricky bit coming up. Got to to get. You got to jump over these little guys again. So where I'm at, that's the one thing I do not. It just takes a little bit getting used to. Just where it respawns. Because obviously then that's also going to impact your time to play the game. The timer that's always ticking down. If you're then having to redo sections. Right, so now we've got to get across here, get the green key. Come on. Somehow I've got to open that, haven't I? I reckon operate that lever and that should open the little trapdoor, but I've only got 15 seconds left. I just think if it's a 5-level demo, give you... Yeah, there we go. 5-level demo, just give you infinite time. Just so you can experience the game. And there you go, that's the end of the demo. So it's a 5-minute demo. We'll have another go, but see, we'll just see how far we can get. So John says, seems to have changed a little bit since I last played it. Yeah, I believe they've been testing it for a little while as well now. So you can, Chris says, where can you order it? You can order it from, I did write this down. Where did I put it down? Put it here somewhere. FusionRetrobooks.com. So if you go on there, you can get the physical version, which will obviously come on the SD card. And then what I've done with other Next games, when I've got a physical version, you can copy the Next file onto your SD card on the Mister if you're just running it through a Mister, and then you can just play the Next file through the core on the Mister, which I presume it'll work. I've no reason to suspect it won't. The demo works, so, and they've, yeah. In fact, I do think they said when you go on the website, it says it works on the Mister. It's been tested as working on the Mister and the Mister. What was it? The Raspberry Pi. Next Pi. Is it Next Pi or whatever it is? Steve's here. How you doing, mate? Right. We'll speed run it, see if we can get to the end of the demo. So through there. I can get that on the way back. So I don't know if I need these little puzzle pieces for the demo. Oh god, that was close. Right, I definitely need the blue key. I don't know what that little white thing is. Right, you don't take... Oh, bloody hell. You don't take fall damage, which is a good thing, because that would really be annoying. Operate the lever, jump... Oh, I missed it. And it's going to be little things like that are going to be when you're playing the full game. It's going to be little missed jumps like that. Though. Imagine that. I know it was a thing, wasn't it, back then? Little jump when you've got a timer. Little jumps like that will just throw the game. And if there's 50 screens in the main game, so if you're like 30 odd screens in and you miss time a jump. Yeah. Hopefully they'll put out a little mode where you can disable the timer. That'd be nice. And you can just enjoy playing the game then. But I'm sure there's reasons that the timer's in there. But it just, yeah, be nice to experience the game without the pressure of a timer hanging over you. I tell you what, I'm going to run out of lives here. I love the little robot animation. Oh my word. Right. Jump over that, over that, over that. We got to get to the lever. Drop that. And then we go and get the green key. That'll open up there. Right. Oh god, where was the... I forgot where the spikes were then. There we go. Right. So now I've got to get back across. Wait for the robot to go to the top. Oh, that was close. Oh no! Ah. Oh no! See, that's it. That's in the main game. That could be the end of your run. Just missing a jump like that. I think some of it is because I'm using a controller. I do think it'd probably be better playing it with a keyboard almost. There we go. Right, this is going to be tough. Let's see if I can get across. Come on. Right. Just walk, I reckon. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Right, next screen. So is this 5? Is this screen 5? I've lost count. Jump. Oh, no. Ah. Oh. So I had 30 seconds left. I think that might have been screen 5. 4 or 5. Throwback to Manic Miner. Yeah, it is. Yeah, very much so. Well, it reminds me a bit of Wizard. If I ever stream on here, it'd be a terrible mess, swearing and such. I'm not sure how to talk whilst gaming and not swearing. Well done, Jim. Yeah, I don't know. Depends on the games. You might see some swearing for when we play Earthy on, that's for sure. I think it'd be awesome, Kit. As you say, hello straight away. Or a D-pad. Yeah, I think maybe better with a D-pad, actually. Yeah, you might be right, Chris, rather than using the stick. I did notice, actually, it didn't... Maybe I'm going into diagonals. So, yeah, maybe that didn't register. I don't know. Keyboard, I think, for the main game, keyboard. But you didn't want to hear me clicking away on the keyboard, that's for sure. Right, that was O. Like I say, go over to fusionretrobooks.com. You can still pre-order the game. Comes out on the 15th. I've got mine pre-ordered. Like I say, I'm guessing it's going to work on a Mister. The demo works on the Mister Core anyway, so yeah. Going to be good, man. I'm looking forward to it. Got my pre-order in got my Kickstarter in for the next. Looking forward to it, man. Right, what are we doing next? Eartheon, wasn't it? Last couple of Kickstarter's got Kickstarter on the brain, man. Last couple of pickups, and then we'll dive into a bit of Eartheon to finish off. Obviously, ZPF did a video with that a few weeks, probably about a month ago now. After backing the Kickstarter that came out through the published by Mega Cats. I like it. I really like it. but I don't know, man. Having played Eartheon, I still really like that. And obviously, you know, there's room for more than one shooter on the Mega Drive. So definitely, it's good. But I don't know, man. Like Eartheon just feels like it's even taken that up a level, and that just looks ridiculous. It looks amazing. I like it. It gets a little bit busy at times, seeing some of the bullets against the busier backgrounds. But I mean, the audio's awesome. It plays awesome. And then Eartheon I think Eartheon takes it to another level again. And then I've been doing a little bit of just picking up a couple of like Blu-rays and 4Ks, like just a nostalgic sort of movie collection. I'm not going down like the DVD rabbit hole that I used to. Just I'll have like 10 4K Blu-rays, and that'll be it. Just like a top 10. Top 10. And then he goes and puts that in it. Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, just nostalgia. That pure nostalgia for that film. Slated by almost everyone, but I love it. It's proper nostalgia trip. I remember going to the cinema to see that as a kid. Awesome. And then the others, me and Chris Wormington, we interviewed the Terabytes guys. So after we interviewed them, they still had their it's not a Kickstarter as such. It was Chris O'Regan says not a good film. No, I think it's just nostalgia in it for Masters of the Universe. But they still had their their crowdfunding, as it were, I suppose, open. So I've got a couple of the Blu-rays for FPS. I absolutely love the cover on that. Absolutely love the cover on that. It's amazing. And Terabytes, which was one that we covered in the podcast interview. So both still sealed. I haven't watched either of them yet, but the digital version is also included. So we got to watch, I think it was the first couple of digital episodes. So yeah, look forward to giving those a watch when I get a bit of time. That's what you need, isn't it? A bit more time. And then yesterday was my birthday, so the kids bought me, after a little bit of instruction, a little Lego arcade. It's just like a little mini arcade. Obviously doesn't play anything. It's got little coin dispensers for the Lego and stuff, so that'll be... I do a couple of Lego kits a year, so that will be getting built. And then the new Transformers kit came out in August, at the start August the 1st as well. So I'll be getting that'll be my Christmas build. I'm just hoping that we get a Megatron as well. That'd be, and a Starscream. That'd be awesome. Starscream and Megatron. Hopefully they'll be the next ones. Right, Eartheon. Where's my analog controller? There we go. Right, I will be playing. It might be a little bit clicky. I just realised I should have made that a little bit bigger when I was doing those pickups. Playing it with the cluster stick, which is a little analog stick from the Mega Drive. So obviously playing the Mega Drive version of Eartheon, not the Steam version. Purely because I'm just doing everything through the Mister. So we go down to console. And then load it in. Right. Yeah, like I said earlier, Yuzo Koshiro on the music. Where have I've lost my little snack adapter. You've got your little There we go, the little Mega Drive out, and then that just goes on to the end of that. So yeah, use a shear on, and the music, man, just amazing, amazing. Up there with his work on Master System Sonic 1. And some game called Streets of Rage as well, obviously. And I did Game Gear Shinobi. I love the Game Gear. The first, I haven't played the second Shinobi game on the Game Gear. Absolutely love the first one. Amazing. Right, let's dive in. Do you know what? Let me know if my microphone's loud enough. I kind of just want to let the game audio sing, man, because it's amazing, amazing. Rather than me chattering away all over it. It's not working. So if I put snack on. Inputs. Port 1, is it port 2? I think it's because I connected it after it loaded. Right, let's change that to port 3. The Mega Drive's got a third port. That's a new one. Reset. YKGGG. There we go, right, we're in. Let's do, I've not done challenges yet actually. Let's just go straight in and play the normal mode. Let's make that a little bit smaller. And I tell you what, let's do a normal run. I can get to level 2 on normal, and then we'll do an easy run as well. And just enjoy the intro. Enjoy that intro, man. I love the little effect it does here where the shit comes into the screen and then back in. Man, that's awesome. That's like Sega Saturn stuff, that. Right, hold the button down and it shoots, so no need to turbo fire. This is hard. Right, B does your special weapon. So you've got a normal weapon and a special weapon. Hold them both at the same time. I haven't seen any negative side to holding them both down at the same time. There we go. And what you can do, you can scroll through your weapons by pressing the C button. Pick up the little green, like little diamonds. They'll recharge they'll power up your shot, and the blue ones will power up your shield. So, take this guy out. Oh no! There we go, so he's down. Change that back over. There we go. So now my guns are powering up again now. And again, you want that spread fire. Just pick up dig it. Right. I'm going to keep that. Oh no. Right. I'll keep that just so I've got like a spread shot and then I've got a powerful forward shot. Here we go. Boss time. And he's going to... You have to shoot the little orb. Dodge them. I found it easier to stay low. And just go up when the green orb comes down. Keep it up. Oh no. There we are. He's down. Oh, that's annoying. Should have got through that with one life, really. Danny Rebel, even now, Streets of Rage soundtrack on original hardware. Yeah, it is, man. Oh, Streets of Rage 2 is just perfection, isn't it? I love the music on this level. Amazing. But it definitely ramps up from level 1. I will say it's a little bit tricky to see some of the little diamonds against the background. Dodge that, dodge that. Like shield recharge. Straight into that then. I tell you what, playing it with the little analog stick, oh man, I could just see myself playing this on an electric coin. Speed pick up. This is now where we want that. Ooh, that 8-way shot. We're getting into uncharted territory right now. Them weapons and power-ups. Oh man. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh man, can you imagine that? Yeah. No, get the canister. Damn it. Even now, if you get the canister, keep it to the end of the level. You can use it to upgrade your ship. Ah, okay. Nice one, Chris. Didn't know that. Got to head out. Friend showed up. Good stream, Jim. Yeah, nice one, mate. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Mark. Looking forward to getting another episode out. Probably be Dreamcast, I'd imagine. They could do this the Meg CD launch. Yeah, oh man, it sounds amazing. But yeah, imagine it with the Mega CD audio. Oh. Danny Robot put it on hard. It was brutal because you nerfed your ship. Oh, I made it hard for myself. That's what I do, Chris, isn't it? I don't know if did I tell you I completed Dark Souls? I don't know if I did. Right. Go on then, let's try it on hard mode. I imagine I'm not going to get off level 1 here. Hot shot. What's that? It's going to be like one hit mode or something. Oof. Time. Right. Just love that. Every time it gets me. Every time. So. Whoa. Weird. They think enemies like chase you around the screen. Yeah, massive stack of this. Oh. It feels like your shield gets obliterated really quickly. I'll be amazed. Oh my god. Oh no. I'll be amazed if I do this. I've done it and lost a life. It's almost like a dodgeable. Like Batsugun just turns into a dodgeable at times. Get through. Oh my word. Yeah, game over. Whoa, that is nails. That is nails. Have you tried to... Addy Sneaker Freak says, have you tried the demo for Alter Beast 2 on the Mega Drive? No, I have not. Where can you find that then? itch.io, I'm guessing? Alter Beast, yeah, it's not a great Mega Drive game, is it? But it's the one that everyone had, isn't it, back in the day? Again, I never remembered seeing it in the arcade back in the day. It was a Mega Drive game. Rise from your grave. Right. What time are we on? We've been going for an hour and 45. I tell you what, let's do one more run. We'll stick it on easy mode. See if we can get past level 2 into level 3. That hot shot time. Dear. Go on, we'll do one hot shot and then we'll finish on easy mode. Because I imagine hot shot I'll be dead pretty sharpish. If this is going to be like one hit, no shields. Remember the canister. I don't think I'll be getting to the canister in this, Chris. Right, oh, so we have got a shield at least. Right, so one little... Oh my god. Oh, it does recharge, but like really slow. Flying here. I'm pretty sure that debris doesn't do anything. Oh my word. Straight in. Oof. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for hot shot mode. Oh dear. I don't, yeah. Oof. Right. We'll have a quick blast on easy. See if we can get to level 3. And then we'll call it a night. Never give up. Trust your... Use the force. Danny, use the force. Surely no one's getting past stage 2 on like hardcore mode or hot shot mode yet. Surely not. Oh wow. Oh, this feels like the right step down now. Oh dear, yeah. Definitely feels a lot easier. Funny that really being how easy it is. Right, so one thing I need to look into, and Chris, you will know this. When you level up your individual weapons. So if you look in the top right hand corner, one of them is on level 1, one of them is on level 3. And you level those up by collecting your the green orbs. I haven't seen the canister. Oh yeah, massive hit, like, oh, the hitbox there is tiny. You must have to be right on the bullet to register the hit. So they're maxed out at level 3. Where's this canister? Just a couple of bits there. That the canister? Adaptation pod. But yeah, man, that is so much easier. Danny Rebel, I'll get this game tomorrow for the Mega Drive. Is it on itch? It's not on itch.io, mate. It's on Steam. But the Steam version also, it's got the Mega Drive ROM. Have a little look on YouTube, mate. There's loads of guides on how to do it. But yeah, get the Steam version. It's 15 quid, and then you can drop the Mega Drive ROM into your wherever drive or whatever card you use. This is the Mister that I'm playing on. There is a Mega Drive cart coming. Distracted. Yeah. Oh man, I've got battered here. There is a cart coming that's got delayed to next year, and then it's coming to consoles in September of this year. Deal some damage their missiles. I still didn't see that canister with the missiles are good. You can drop in, take the shot, and then out you get. We've got a boss coming up, man. So I'm guessing that's got to be. That's got to be the canister. Oh man, I love that sunset. That's amazing. One shit left. Come on. Let's see level 3. Yes. Yeah, that was the canister. So select the bonus, you get our weapons slot, extra ship, increase sub level and max level, install a special weapon, enhance the shields and the main shot. I reckon enhance the main shields and the main shot, because that's your bread and butter. Oh, right, this is very ZBF, this. dragons. Mini Ridleys from Metro. Right, so now I get a third bar for my shield and for my main shot. He's dropping little bombs as well, like in Preludius or something. This is so much more forgiving and easy. I think this would be a good way to see all the levels, obviously. You need the extra shit. I have this on my Mega Drive Mini 80 Sneaker Freak. Mega Drive Mini, yeah. Big screen, nice. Last Life. I thought that was the end of the level boss. Statue of Liberty. I get too distracted looking at like the scenery and the backgrounds and stuff. I'm getting killed by stay out of the way. Let the shield recharge. And I drop back in. Supposed to be shooting like that. Adaptation pod. End of level? No. End of level boss.
Attack the central unit.
What a game. What a game, man. Oh, amazing. Right, just quickly catch up on the comments. I'm just so focused on that game there. I see comments coming in, I'm just so focused. Like, love the look of it. Yeah, Aaron Morpin, you need the extra shit. Yeah, I did see that. I should have. No, I don't know if I should because there was an extra life in the level there. Shame the ROM was extracted and decrypted from the Steam release. Can be played via emulation or on EverDrive now. Rasputin, yeah, you can. Obviously, like I would. I mean, yeah. We always just encourage people to go and pay for the game. Go and pick it up on Steam, and then if you want to play it on other systems, then yeah, sort of look that up yourself. But yeah, I mean, it's £15 on Steam, and I think that's well worth it. If you want to hang out for a cartridge that's coming next year. There's physical console versions like Switch and PlayStation that's coming this year. I believe that's being handled by like limited run. So again, I mean, yeah, there's various opinions out there in there on the likes of limited run. But there's plenty of options out there to download the game, and do it legitimately. Rasputin, yeah, I've read that. Danny Robot will also support the devs yet. Regan, I actually prefer the Steam version as it doesn't suffer from slowdown on flickering. Yeah, that is a thing on the Mega Drive version. I'm guessing that is probably one of the reasons why the Mega Drive version has been put back a little bit. Just, I'm only guessing, but yeah, I'm guessing that's one of the reasons why it's been put back a little bit. Obviously, there's production and stuff like that to get it onto the cartridges and things like manuals and boxes and all the rest of it. But maybe they'll once that goes onto the cart, that's it. It's done. So yeah, I imagine, or hopefully they'll be addressing those issues. Where was I? At least wishlist it and get it on the sale yet. Steam stuff always goes on sale, doesn't it? Yeah. More responsive. Chris O'Regan says more responsive on Steam. Okay. I don't know. I just feels. I don't know, man. It just feels like when you hear that sound, it just feels like I should be playing it on a Mega Drive. I don't know. Maybe probably that's just me. But yeah, I feel like I should be playing it on a Mega Drive when I hear that Yamaha kick in. Yeah. I'll go 90 off at some point. I would have bought the Mega Drive cart, but not waiting until next year. Good score. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be this year, like I say, but it's gone back to next year, and I don't think they've even dated it. I think they've just said it is next year. I don't know, man. Would I? Yeah, I probably would. Personally, I probably will get the cart. I think it'd look awesome on the shelf next to that, wouldn't it? A couple of nice shooters there. Right, we have been going for just over 2 hours. It's been good. I've enjoyed this. I've been more than happy to do something like this once a month. If people have enjoyed it, let me know. Yeah, I've been more than happy to do something like this. If anyone's got anything else that they wanted to shout out or say just before we shoot off, drop it in the comments. Let me drop that back to... And we'll see if it brings up the attract screen. First Lieutenant. Too bad, use this and try again. Oh, okay. So what's that then? He's brought up a little code. Weapon shots. So that you put that code in and that will give you a little boost. I tell you what, right, where's my phone? I'll give that a go. Oh, I love that. That's proper old school, that, isn't it? So you put that code in and it will start you off with max weapons, max shields. Oh, nice. I like that. That's good, that. John Veal, a few games I need to check out. Yeah, I think that's the main thing, isn't it? Just play a couple of games that people know and then throw in a couple of demos just to go and have a look at. So yeah, hopefully that was the aim anyway. Just break it up with a couple of pickups, so hopefully it's... Can you change the screen display to CRT and scan lines? I would have... That was Chris O'Regan. I would have to do that through the Mister menu, I would imagine. you can obviously on the Steam version on this. I'm playing it on a CRT here. The feed that you're watching is through the HDMI and my capture card. I don't know if this is going to reset actually. Video processing. So this is where you get all your video filters. I haven't got any in there. It's weird that because I'm guessing it's just core dependent. Some cores come with filters built in, and this Mega Drive core that I'm using obviously doesn't include any built-in filters for the HDMI. But I will say some of those filters are really, really good on the Mister, and I don't know, man. I'll miss the light gun gate. The day might. Can you change it? It's better on the Mega Drive on a nice Sony Triniton. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm playing it on here. What I'm watching. But it's not going to live forever. And the day that it does die, I think stuff's getting there in it now. Mister, and then you've got like what's the 4K. Turn that down a smidge. You've got you've got all sort of 4K upscalers. The OSSC does a decent job as well. So yeah, for me, it's just gonna be them light gun games. That's But even that, there's stuff out there now and there that means you can play light gun games onto a HD screen. So yeah, it's when all the CRTs die, it's not going to be the end of gaming, is it? Let's be fair. Right, I am going to shoot off. School night, back to work tomorrow. Thank you for everyone that has stopped by, left a comment, or even just watched, and let me know if you enjoyed it. I'm more than happy to maybe do this once a month, do a Sunday night hangout once a month or something. Yeah, awesome. Right, cheers everyone. I hope you have a great week. Thanks again for stopping by, and I'll catch you next time.